Yeah, okay, I've started the recording. Okay, basically, आज चाहिँ मैले EC2 AWS मा EC2 instance create गर्दाखेरि के कुरा ध्यान राख्नु पर्छ हैन, यो कुरालाई लिएर मैले एउटा भनौं न प्रेजेन्टेसन दिन गइरहेको छु हैन, अनि लाइभ प्रेजेन्टेसन यसमा चाहिँ आज चाहिँ कस्तो भन्दाखेरि AWS को ओके हरेक पल्ट जब मैले कुरा गर्छु नि हैन, मैले AWS रिलेटेड होस् या GCP अथवा DevOps whatever ओके प्रोग्रामिङ हैन कुनै पनि चीज होस्, त्यसपछि म every time I'll try to add something which we need to know. Okay, so AWS regions हामीलाई थाहा हुनुपर्ने हुन्छ हैन. Whenever you are going to do AWS, you need to know what are AWS regions. Okay, currently I think they have around 27 or 28 regions, but at the time of I took this information, there were 26 AWS regions. So here AWS regions भनेको के हो भन्दाखेरि these are physical locations. Okay, these are not say these are logically conceptualized physical location हो हैन, जसमा चाहिँ यिनीहरुको अवेलेबिलिटी जोन्स हुन्छ, AG भन्छ हैन, अवेलेबिलिटी जोन्स हैन, अवेलेबिलिटी जोन्स रिजन हुन्छ, रिजन भित्र के हुन्छ त अवेलेबिलिटी जोन्स हैन. सो अवेलेबिलिटी जोन भनेको चाहिँ के हो भन्दाखेरि these are data centers. ओके, एउटा रिजनमा I think AWS has at least 2 data centers, 2 to 3 data centers. Okay, there can be more than 3. Okay, but I think they have at least 2 data centers. Okay, so data centers भनेको अवेलेबिलिटी जोन भनेको चाहिँ के हो त data centers. Okay, जहाँ चाहिँ तिनीहरुको फिजिकल डिभाइसेसहरु हैन, जस्तै सर्भर्स हैन, नेटवर्क यो ल्यानहरु हैन, नेटवर्क डिभाइसेसहरु उनीहरुको वाइन डिभाइसेस सबै के हुन्छ त अवेलेबिलिटी जोन भित्र हुन्छ. सो अवेलेबिलिटी जोन भनेको के भन्दाखेरि इट इज द डेटा सेन्टर अफ AWS. ओके, सो हामीले कुनै पनि भनौं न EC2 इन्स्टेन्स अथवा कुनै पनि सर्भिस बनाउँछौं भने दे आर क्रिएटेड इन one region and in a availability zone हैन. So availability zone, how does it help us? All these things we'll be learning later. Okay, but खाली मैले आज चाहिँ what is AWS region? It's a physical location in the world. Okay, they have many regions. Okay, and availability zone भनेको के भन्दाखेरि within AWS regions they have data centers which are called the availability zones, AG भनेको भनिन्छ. Okay, so here yeah, actually here I am showing Asia Pacific. Okay, Asia Pacific, within the Asia Pacific regions. Okay, how many data centers they have, AG. Okay, availability zones. Okay, here see in Asia Pacific Singapore region, okay, they have 3 availability zones. Okay, this was launched in 2010. Okay, and similarly for us, okay, it will be Mumbai region. Okay, normally हामीले के चुज गर्छौं भन्दाखेरि हाम्रो EC2 सर्भिस, हाम्रो EC2 हैन कि मतलब कुनै पनि सर्भिस लिँदाखेरि चाहिँ आफ्नो रिजनको छेउमा लिनु पर्ने हुन्छ अथवा which is closest to your users हैन, client customers हरु. जस्तै if you are creating a website, okay, for Nepalese users, okay, the nearest, okay, availability zone would be I think Mumbai. Okay, or maybe Hong Kong. Okay, or maybe Singapore. So these यो अवेलेबिलिटी जोनमा हामीले हाम्रो सर्भिस बनायो भने हैन के हुन्छ त युजर्स विल हैव लो लेटेन्सी हैन. लो लेटेन्सी भनेको के भन्दा के हो भन्दाखेरि कुनै पनि सर्भिसलाई एक्सेस गर्दाखेरि हैन, जस्तै वेबसाइट बनाउनु भयो हैन, त्यो वेबसाइट मुम्बई रिजनमा बनाउनु भयो भने हैन, हाम्रो नेपालमा बसेका युजर्सहरुले के गर्न सक्छन् त फास्टर एक्सेस पाउन सक्छ. दैट इज कल्ड परफॉर्मेंस हैन, परफॉर्मेंस, लो लेटेन्सी, हाई परफॉर्मेंस हैन. सो हामीले चाहिँ कुनै पनि इन्स्टेन्स अथवा कुनै पनि EC2 इन्स्टेन्स अथवा कुनै पनि सर्भिसहरु बनाउनु पर्यो भने पछि गएर हामीले RDS हुन्छ हैन we'll learn many things okay so अहिले चाहिँ के भन्दाखेरि we need to create the service to the nearest availability zone to our customers okay first thing है अर्को कुरा के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि there is government rules and regulations also हैन त्यसलाई पनि ध्यानमा राख्नुपर्ने हुन्छ नेपालमा चाहिँ अहिले छैन कि AWS को मोस्ट प्रोबब्ली पछि आउँछ होला हैन तर हामीले चाहिँ अहिले EC2 इन्स्टेन्स बनाउँदाखेरि केमा बनाउँछौँ त एसिया पेसिफिक मुम्बईमा ओके नाउ I will lock in into AWS मा एउटा कुरा है म तपाईहरुलाई AWS को लकइन एकाउन्टमा पछि बनाएर तपाईहरुलाई दिन्छु हैन अनि त्यो AWS मा लकइन गर्दाखेरि तपाईहरुले के कुरा ध्यान राख्नुपर्ने हुन्छ so that we can avoid high billing हैन अनि त्यसमा चाहिँ मैले तपाईहरुलाई भनौं न I'll provide access to some things which you can do okay because I cannot provide access to everything okay every step जस्तै RDS मा जाँदाखेरि हैन म RDS को एक्सेस दिन्छु EC2 पर्दाखेरि EC2 त्यसपछि गएर VPC पर्दाखेरि VPC हैन यिनीहरु सबैलाई एक्सेस गर्ने म बिस्तारै ल्याम्डा पर्दाखेरि ल्याम्डा हैन तर we need to be careful okay we are using the we are not like incurring costs okay I mean more costs okay I'll provide to some cost is okay but not very high cost okay so आज चाहिँ हामीले EC2 instance बनाउँछौँ हैन but today we'll be creating a Linux okay पछि भनौं नेक्स्ट स्टेप नेक्स्ट टाइम हामीले विन्डोज बनाउला आज चाहिँ Linux EC2 instance EC2 भनेको के हो त हैन अस्ति हामीले अस्तिको लेसनमा मैले भनेको थिएँ it is called elastic compute cloud हैन यो चाहिँ कस्तो भन्दाखेरि you are able to create your server okay in the as an EC2 instance EC2 instance भनेको के actually it is a server okay to where you can work to develop your applications okay अब यसबाट फाइदा के हो त what is the benefit of EC2 that AWS is providing in GC2 मा VM instance हुन्छ हैन what is the benefit हैन the benefit is that हैन you no need to set up a data center यदि तपाई एउटा स्टार्टअप कम्पनी भएको भए हैन तपाईले अब जस्तो भनौं न कुनै एउटा आईटी कम्पनी अथवा कुनै पनि अफिस खोल्न जानु भएको छ भने you need a data center अहिलेको जमानामा आईटी बिना त कुनै पनि अफिस चल्दैन so you will need what data center अथवा you will need servers at least server okay त्यसको लागि के गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ त पैसा खर्च गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ but with AWS GCP Azure OCI okay there are so many other small players okay so Alibaba okay you don't need to have a physical server okay you can just take your service from the cloud service providers like AWS GCP okay OCI Azure okay so today we are going to create a small server okay we'll create a Linux server so as soon as you go inside the console okay तपाईले यहाँ के देख्नुहुन्छ भन्दाखेरि on the right hand side okay see this is the region okay so now I'm in which region not Virginia this is in US okay this is the first I think this is the very first region they created okay and any service एउटा कुरा के ध्यानमा राख्नुस् भने कुनै पनि सर्भिस AWS ले सबभन्दा पहिला लन्च गर्छ भने that is in US east which is the North Virginia okay so म चाहिँ आज म चाहिँ के चुज गर्छु त एसिया पेसिफिक मुम्बई okay यो चाहिँ ख्याल राख्नु होला हैन whenever you are creating your instances or services you need to select your region first so I think due to the this Zoom video it's taking a little bit longer time. once the region is selected, then it will be faster. Okay, when it loads, let me talk something. Okay, please try to write comments in the message so that like we can improvise. मैले चाहिँ हरेक पल्टमा हामीले इम्प्रोभाइज गरेर कसरी अगाडि बढ्न सक्छौं, we can share information हैन. अनि do remember, okay, I don't charge. Okay, म चाहिँ पैसा चार्ज गर्दिन हैन. It is just like sharing my knowledge, okay, so that like Nepalese IT professionals, okay, can do better in IT in their career, okay, IT career. And whatever experience I have, I want to share that. It's taking a little bit longer.
Hello?
Yeah, Mohan, tell me.
So cost कसरी fluctuate हुन्छ, high or low?
Yeah, okay. Cost it depends upon which type of services you are choosing. Okay, like suppose you are choosing EC2 instance. Okay, EC2 instance they have different types. Okay, C5, okay, T1, T2, T3, T5, okay, M5, M4, okay, and they are those instances have different say specs like memory, okay, CPU, okay, hard disk, how much hard disk space you are using, okay, it's based upon all those. Okay. Okay, so after service use गर्दाखेरि कुन टाइप को कति पावर को यूज गर्नुहुन्छ त्यसको आधारमा के हुन्छ त प्राइसिङ हुन्छ. प्राइसिङ चाहिँ अब अन डिमान्ड हुन्छ, रिजर्भ हुन्छ हैन, अनि स्पट भन्ने हुन्छ EC2 मा हैन. Okay, so my Mumbai, are you okay, Mohan? You got it right?
Yeah, got
it. It depends upon the it depends upon the say size of the say the specs you are using. Okay, even in Lambda, okay, how much minute your actually Lambda ma ke huncha bhandakiri for how many seconds your application runs. Okay, so it will depend upon that. Okay, जस्तै ECR मा पनि हैन. So how many say how long your containers run. Okay, so it depends upon that. Okay, and just say you got your some databases. Okay, so how much of say space it is using. S3 bucket is a very good thing. S3 जो हामीले पछि पढ्छौं. So त्यसमा पनि how much like storage you are using, okay, and how much input output is happening, it is based upon that. Okay, so different services को different हुन्छ. The EC2 instance को पनि specs मा भर पर्छ हैन. What kind of CPU you are using, what kind of memory, all those. So मेरो Mumbai region select भयो, देख्नु भयो हैन. Now I'm in Mumbai region. Okay, so I would just say like I can just go here and say EC2, okay, in the search. Then I can just click on EC2, or you can just click on services also and go to EC2. Now here EC2 ma chahi on the left hand side, okay, you'll see the different say links you can go into. Okay, you can see. Okay, but I will go on to this later on. Okay, we'll learn about everything what is here. Okay, what is launch template, what are export requests, okay, what are saving plans, reserve instances, some person dedicated host. Okay, main is this EVS. Okay, and what are security groups, elastic IPs. Yes, some person. Okay, we'll all learn about it. What are load balancers? These are very good things. Load balancers, target groups, auto scaling groups. Okay. But today we are just going to learn how to launch a instance, okay, EC2 instance. So currently I don't have any instances. So when you go here, you will see launch instance, okay, in this right hand side screen, you will see launch instance. Okay. Now, what is migrate server? We'll learn that later, but now launch instance to create a new instance. Okay. So just say, go here and say launch instance. Please note, whatever I'm telling now, please use those instances after I provide you access. Access, maybe it will take me around 10 more days. Okay. And you all need to download Google Authenticator. किन भन्दाखेरि म अहिले लगइन गरेर देखाउँछु जुन के चाहिन्छ भनेर. Okay, so here the very first thing, okay, when you launch the instance, you need to provide the name of your instance. Okay, so let's provide 6E web 01. Okay, this is the web server 01. Okay, and if you want to provide additional tags, what are tags will come to this later on. Okay, these are way of providing some kind of variables and values. Okay, that is your key value pairs to your EC2 instance. We'll be coming to that later on. So now there is a key called name, and the value is 6E web 01. Okay, now which image type you want. Okay, so please choose Amazon Linux for now. Okay, or you can browse from here, but we'll choose Amazon Linux at now. Okay, then see, we have selected Amazon Linux 64-bit. Okay, and instance type, I told you, right? Instance type, Mohan. So in instance type, okay, you can, there are many types of instances. Okay, see, T2 large, you got A1, okay, C4 large, C2 large. Okay, all these are like, see, this is what C4 large is. C4 large is 16 CPU and 30 GB memory server. Okay, so it depends upon the compute power you need for your server. Okay, but for now we'll go into T2 micro. Okay, because this is free tier eligible. Okay, later on, like when we work together as a group and we do something like towards becoming say a better organization. Okay, our group we can I will be buying big instances to do our work. Okay, now key pair. Okay, key pair. Whenever you want to log into any Linux system, you need some authentication. Okay, and if the authentication will like the key pair बनाउनु पर्ने हुन्छ. Okay, currently मैले सबै key pair delete गरेको छु. Okay, so I'm just going to create a new key pair. Okay, key pair name 6E web 01. Okay, and see, you need to select .ppk. Actually, you can select PEM. Okay, but when you select PEM, you have to convert that to PPK later on. Okay, here you can see it is for use with putty, or you can say putty. Putty भन्दाखेरि अलि नराम्रो लाग्ला हैन, तर you can say putty or putty. So .ppk. So I'll just say generate key pair, and your key pair download also. And it's very important. Okay, very important that you download and keep it safely, very safely. Anybody has access to this can access your EC2 instance. So it's, you need to keep it very safely. After that, okay, VPC, okay, in networks, okay, there are VPCs and subnet you can select. Okay, you can edit and select, but currently I'll keep them as default. I say default राख्छु. तपाईहरुलाई म पछि गएर what is VPC, how to create subnets, okay, यो सबै म बुझाउँछु. अनि यो VPC मा हैन, यो EC2 instance को लागि चाहिँ हामीलाई security group चाहिन्छ हैन, firewall. Security groups भने के भन्दाखेरि EC2 level को के हो त firewall हो. Firewall भनेको के हो त, a way of protecting your EC2 instance, okay, system. In general, firewall is a way of securing your system. Okay, so अहिले चाहिँ हामी के गर्छौं भन्दाखेरि we will allow SSH traffic from anywhere. Okay, and we'll allow HTTPS traffic and HTTP traffic. यो जुन हामीले देखिरहेछौं नि, पहिला यस्तो थिएन AWS को EC2 instance मा. पहिला खाली your SSH allow pani आउँदैन थियो. Okay, this is because they want to make it easier. As soon as you create, you are getting what you want. Okay, now in configuring storage, okay, how much storage you want. Okay, so I will just take what are storage, okay, what are how many different types of storage you have. We'll be learning that later on. So I'll say 8 GB GIB root volume storage leader. So this is EBS, okay, like EBS manager. We'll get back to later on. I can add a new volume, okay, but I'll not add any new volume now. Okay, I'll not go to any advanced details also. And number of instances I want, okay. Sorry, where did it go? Okay, so number of instances I want, I'll leave it as it is now, only one instance. And this is the say detail. Okay, now I'll just say launch instance. Now what will it do? It will create my instance. Okay, I can see the log here if you want to see, okay, what is happening. Then I can go to view instances. Okay, so this is my instance. Okay, so what is happening to my instance now? Its status is in pending. If I keep refreshing, it's still in pending. Once it is running, then I can connect. Okay, running, now it's running. And this status check, okay, there are two things, okay, instance and status check. This status check is still, I think, pending, initializing. It is trying to check the my EC2 instance. Okay, now I need to connect. See, this is a key value here. Okay, 60 wave 01, and this is my instance. Now, if I click here, I can see the properties here. Okay, so these are the properties. And everybody know every device connected to the internet have IP address. Okay, whether it's IPv6 or IPv4, they have IP address. Okay, similarly, whatever instance we create, okay, in EC2, in AWS EC2 instance, whatever we create, okay, they'll have IP address. Now, every instance will have public and private IP address. This private IP address is accessible within the subnet. Subnet, but the public IP address is accessible via the internet. Okay, so we need to connect to this particular, say, IP address. Okay, so I copied the IP address. Yeah, this is my, say, this is my private key. Okay, so I'll first copy this and keep it in our secure folder. Okay, I have my 60IT involved AWS keys, so I'll put it here because I'll need it later on. Now I'll copy the IP address, and I'll try to connect to this via SSH. Now, if I refresh here, I can see this status should be okay. Okay, now the instance check has passed. Okay, so now I can connect. So to connect, I told you yesterday we'll be using putty. Okay, so this is the putty. Okay, so on a EC2 instance like connect category, they have the default user. Okay, that is called EC2 as user. Okay, actually I already have here. Okay, here this one I would say load. Okay, so EC2 instance, EC2 dash user username default user. So my IP address was this one. Okay, and I need to go and use that key here, the private key. Okay, you need to go to auth, not auth. Yes, in the auth, go to the browse and choose your key here. Okay, that key that I copied just now, and after that just say open. Okay, and then म के गर्छु त अब सेसनमा गएर यो सेसन पुरानो सेसन सेभ गर्छु. Now I'll try to open it. I'll just say yes. See, now I'm connected to my EC2 instance. See, this is the private IP address. Okay, 172.31.3.127. Okay, let's go and check in our EC2 instance whether that's the IP address or not. Private IP address, yes. Okay, so this is the private IP address. So it will not show you the public IP address. Okay, how to get the public IP address? So now we are connected to our EC2 instance. Okay. Here. Okay. Now I'm connected to my Linux EC2 instance. Maybe you all have some knowledge on Linux, or maybe you all do not have. Linux पढ्न एकदम जरुरी छ. आईटी प्रोफेसनल बन्यो भने लिनक्स पढ्न एकदम जरुरी छ. अहिलेको जमानामा म एउटा प्रोजेक्ट म्यानेजर हो हैन, तर प्रोजेक्ट म्यानेजर हैज नो भ्यालु इन दिस एज अफ आईटी नाउ. ओके, हु हैव द भ्यालुज? ओके, दे आर डेभलपर्स. ओके, एन्ड हु यूज DevOps, they are the one who have the values. Okay, मैले चाहिँ अजाइल प्रोजेक्ट म्यानेजमेन्ट गरेको छु, प्रिन्स2 गरेको छु, normal project management गरेको छु हैन, certification. So out of them, agile is the one that is being used in DevOps. Okay, हामीले चाहिँ आजकल आज भोलि के हुन्छ त, when you develop applications, okay, they are developed in small pieces and given to the users for testing, and after that you are releasing to the main users. Okay, so it is done in small bits but very quickly. Okay, that is what is happening in the world now. Okay, and everything is happening through the cloud. So what a cloud सिक्नु चाहिँ के छ त, if you really want to become an IT professional, good IT developer, professional, whatever you want, okay, cloud computing is very necessary. To learn one of the cloud computing is very necessary. एउटा सिकेपछि अरु सबै तपाईहरुले के गर्नुहुन्छ त बुझ्नुहुन्छ. अनि अपरेटिङ सिस्टममा लिनक्स अपरेटिङ सिस्टम पढ्न एकदम जरुरी छ. Okay, so मैले लिनक्स अपरेटिङ सिस्टममा हैन, the very first command you should learn is df-h. Okay, यो कमान्ड चाहिँ मैले उसमा वर्ड डकुमेन्टमा हाल्दिएको छु. It will give you what are the file systems in your Linux system. Okay, see file system. Okay, these are the file systems. File system भनेको के हो भन्दाखेरि विन्डोज को C drive, D drive, E drive हुन्छ नि. So those are called file systems in Linux. Okay, so PWD हैन, PWD विन्डोज मा पनि हुन्छ हैन, हैन. So the path, okay, your current directory, so this is your home directory. Okay, and you can ls minus ltr or ls just ls, it will list whatever files you have. You don't have any files here now. Okay, let me say echo abc, okay, to abc.txt. Okay, so now if I say ls, I will see one file is created. Okay, to see this file I can say cat, okay, abc.txt. Okay, see I had written abc. So all these commands, okay, slowly we'll be learning. Okay, Windows is easy छ हैन, तर Linux मा चाहिँ you normally how do we work? We work through command lines. Okay, and मैले पछि गएर हाम्रो ग्रुपले, okay, I am expecting we will work together हैन, हामी सबै मिलेर चाहिँ हामीले के गर्न सक्छौं त, कुनै एउटा एप्लिकेसन डेभलपमेन्ट गर्न सक्छौं, वेब एप्लिकेसन हैन, which can be used by any kind of say businesses in Nepal. Right, हामी सबै मिलेर त्यसमा काम गरेर, it may be a project of say 2 years, okay, 3 years, but I'm wanting to come up with this kind of idea. Okay, so बिस्तारै म तपाईहरुसँग शेयर गर्ने छु हैन, अनि if you are interested हैन, we can continue. हैन यदि तपाईलाई गाह्रो लागेछ हैन and like you are unable to give time or you are not interested also you are like it's a platform where you can join or you can leave. Okay, so as of now anybody any question? Sabin,
Not.
Alice,
एउटा क्वेशन थियो
भन्नुस्
त्यो जुन हामीले फर्स्टमा त्यो फ्री वाला सर्भिस लिएको थियो नि त्यहाँ हाम्रो 1 GB समथिङ फ्री भनेर त दिएको थियो नि त हैन त्यो 1 GB र तपाईको अर्को हामीले सेकेन्डमा चाहिँ त्यो स्टोरेजको 8 GB थियो नि हैन लाइक के हो त्यो डिफरेन्स चाहिँ के हो दुईटामा?
ओके 8 GB भनेको चाहिँ कस्तो भन्दाखेरि दिस इज द वान ओके the root users actually हैन if you save this is here okay म तपाईलाई दिन्छु ओके यहाँ तपाईले जुन देख्नु भएको छ नि here you can see 8 GB हैन this is the storage okay यो चाहिँ EBS volume हो EBS elastic block storage भनिन्छ हैन AWS मा we'll learn about that यो चाहिँ हाम्रो कस्तो भने C drive भन्ने हुन्छ नि विन्डोज मा हैन that is the disk space allocated 8 GB अनि जुन 1 GB भन्नुभयो हैन 1 GB भनेको के भन्दा कि तपाईको यो मेमोरी हो 1 GB मेमोरी Alice you got it हैन so 1 GB चाहिँ मेमोरी हो अनि 8 GB चाहिँ हाम्रो के हो त डिस्क स्टोरेज हो हैन पछि गएर we will add more disk storage and how to like भनौं न अब 8 GB ले त हामीलाई पुग्दैन हैन अनि we need our own file system also हैन त्यो सबै गर्नको लागि हामीले के गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ त we need to create add new disk okay the new disk add गरेर कसरी एक्सटेन्ड गर्ने we'll learn about all these kind of things during our journey okay this question was from Alice or Sabin? Sabin okay yeah Alice any question तपाईबाट? Hello Alice सुन्नु भन्छ you are on mute yeah so okay बुझिरहनु भएको छ?
Yes.
Yeah okay yeah okay basically के भन्दा के नि हैन it's a very say tough things okay cloud हैन cloud लाई अहिले किन cloud tough भइदियो भन्दा के नि हैन they are trying to make it simpler okay किन tough भइदियो भन्दा के they put lot of things okay lot of things okay so अनि एउटै इन्टरफेसमा सबै कुरा राख्दिए के जस्तै यो डेटाबेस यो VMs and your VPCs your database पनि different types of databases your security your user creation everything they put into one interface जसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ के भयो भन्दाखेरि हामीलाई सिक्नमा अलि गाह्रो भयो DevOps related जस्तै यो CI/CD pipeline यो Kubernetes everything into one interface त्यसले गर्दाखेरि अलि गाह्रो भयो मलाई बेस्ट एकदम मन पर्ने इन्टरफेस भनेको कसको भन्दाखेरि GCP को इन्टरफेस चाहिँ एकदम राम्रो छ इट्स भेरी इजी टु लर्न ओके अनि अहिले AWS is also trying to do what GCP is doing a little bit of they are making it much easier अहिले आज जुन EC2 इन्स्टेन्स क्रिएट गर्दाखेरि मैले एउटै स्टेपमा गरे नि हैन एउटै फ्लोमा हैन before we used to go around 4 steps to complete the EC2 instance creation okay so यो चाहिँ बिस्तारै बिस्तारै इम्प्रोभाइज गर्दै छन् and which is like good to us हैन so learning journey चाहिँ it's like it will take time but slowly once you pick up okay you learn a little bit by bit you'll be able to know like you'll be able to have the knowledge okay so today like before I closed okay I stopped the recording anybody anything?
Not now, though.
Okay. Okay, so I will stop the recording. Then we'll talk about say some other things. Okay.